Yeah.
Right? Or you're doing it.
I'll get you to mute just before we start, but just in case there's any questions, you can stay unmuted for now. So I'll just do a little bit of an intro, because I know for some people this might be your first time meeting me, and I really appreciate the people on the Gold Coast that responded to my call out this week. So my teacher died on Monday, and it was really devastating, because it's not just a teacher doesn't really kind of go deep enough on what that meant and how she has been so pivotal in my spiritual growth. So I obviously was very sad. There's a lot of tears, but I did a class, and within that class I kind of got this fractal light coming to me, and then from then I've gone through still feeling very sad, obviously, and a great loss, but I also feel very motivated that I kind of got gifted part of her legacy and to continue that. And I was already feeling kind of a bit of a pull anyway to doing more, which is why I started the local version of the Healers Collab, and that's why I'm continuing to want to grow both communities, so that we're coming together, we are working together on raising our energy up, and that we are reminding each other very often that we are supported, and that we all have gifts, however they're showing up for you. And our job is to just kind of go, okay, well, what can I do with mine, even if I don't know what it is? The main thing is filling up your energy is the only, if that's the only thing you can feel like you can do right now, is focusing on your own energy is the greatest thing you can do, because it has a ripple effect out. And then when we come together like this and we're collective and we work together on our energy level, then we obviously get a much bigger dose, and that has a bigger ripple effect out. And then when we come together at like this on a day like this, and with a portal that is really kind of set up for us to have a lot of energy kind of coming in for us, then there's no better time, right, for us to go, okay, we've got each other's back, we're here, and we've got a lot of energy to share. So I'm going to be doing a session that is part Kundalini yoga. This has always been how I've been, my light language came through with doing regular practice for light language, for Kundalini. And so what that means is that I take this practice, so quickly allows you to work with your energy levels. Can I just ask anyone to mute if you can? Get you to work on your energy levels. It can clear your energy in such a short amount of time. It's so powerful. And then with the light language, it allows us to work together. I never say that I'm healing you. I'm here to help you heal. And then by us working on doing some exercises, some Kundalini Kriyas together, we actually then kind of work as a team to do that. You're participating, I'm participating, and the results are just so much bigger. So I'm really excited about that. Kundalini yoga can sometimes seem a little bit weird, some of the exercises that we do, but it's said to be between 5,000 and 30,000 years old. So we just kind of trust in some of the stuff that's going on. And I just know from my own experience that even if it seems weird that your hands are like this or you're doing something strange, that the results are there. You feel very good from it. For anyone that's not familiar with light language, I channel beings, the universe, however you want to say, from the universe through me, and sometimes that'll come through in different ways. So I have kind of like what I call my main language, and then sometimes it's other things that come through, and I just kind of allow all of that to happen. Light language, if you're unfamiliar, can sound a little bit like gobbledygook. So at first your ego might be kind of like, whoa, what is this? What? But just know that your soul and the cells of your body are receiving the transmission. They're receiving whatever it is that the universe wants you to hear. And that's really great at bypassing language. It's really great at bypassing our ego, our subconscious beliefs. So it's just kind of really allow it to come through. And the Lionsgate portal is a period of increased cosmic energy. So it's when the Earth and Sirius align. And it's a really powerful time to kind of clear some stuff out of the way, but also really to manifest abundance and prosperity and success for ourselves. This is also a great time to support a greater awakening, spiritual gifts, and attunement with your soul's mission. So that means that if you've kind of been feeling a little bit like, oh, where's my stuff? I know I've got something and I don't know what it is. Then kind of really today, just go all in on this and kind of allowing more to come through to you. And then if you still feel stuck, then we can talk afterwards. But I just think for now is like your biggest commitment today is, can you just kind of do everything to the best of your ability? There's going to be some exercises with breath of fire. So if you're on the first 3 days of your cycle, you are pregnant or you have heart issues, then you're just going to do long, deep breaths if you hear me say breath of fire. So that's your simplest thing there. And then the other thing is just to listen to your body. So we're going to do a little bit with our arms. If you feel like you need to put it down, shake it quickly, put it back, then do that. But just also know, if you imagine yourself continuing the exercise, your brain doesn't know the difference between you doing it and not doing it. So you can kind of get a little quick shake your arm or whatever you need to do. And if it feels like at any point there's any pain, then just listen to your body and adapt whatever's going on. That's basically you're your guide in this one because you're all remote. So I'll leave you with that. So we're going to be doing, as we're doing Kundalini yoga, I'm going to tune us in. If you know Kundalini, then of course join in. If you don't, then you're welcome to just kind of either have a go at making the sounds or just listen and kind of use this opportunity to tune into your higher self. And I always say that the first tune in is really good for that. And then for the second, we do a protection mantra. It's in 4 parts that I'll do 3 times. So I like to imagine like there's a bright white light going up from the universe around me as I'm going with each of those 4 parts, creating a bright white pillar of protection. So we're going to give that a go. Can I just ask anyone that's not muted to mute themselves? Unless anyone's got any questions. I can hear somebody, so I'll just double check. I think we've got that. Good. Thank you so much, everyone, for showing up. This is really exciting. Okay, so I am going to tune us in using Om Namo Gurudev Namo. This is connecting into your divine wisdom. So if you want to bring your hands into prayer position, lightly pressing together at the chest, lightly pressing the hands together as well, closing the eyes. And if you know, I'm going to inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And now for the protection mantra. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Take a deep inhale, hold the breath. Imagine a white, brilliant white energy dome of protection over you. And know that everything that I channel today is for your highest and best good. And exhale. I'm just keeping the eyes closed. I'd just like to take a moment as I'm in Australia to thank the Yagambeh people for the land that I reside on. And I give my respect to their elders past, present, and emerging. Okay, so we are going to start with one of my favorite exercises. It's called Fists of Anger, and I honestly don't think there's been a better week for it. Maybe if you've been feeling some pressure coming in, maybe if you're very sensitive to energy, you're feeling that pressure coming in. So I'm still with someone that's not muting. On there, okay. So we this pressure that's coming in, and this is a really great 3-minute exercise to kind of shift some of that negative energy out of your way, out of your field. It doesn't necessarily mean right now a lot of this feelings that we've got going in, there's lockdowns, there's division, there's lots of uncertainty around. That doesn't mean any of it is yours. So we just get an opportunity right now to be like, okay, no, thank you. And this exercise is a really good way to do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring the thumb to the base of the pinky, and you're going to bring your hands into fists, and we're going to be doing this backstroke over the head with an O-shaped mouth, doing a heavy breath of fire or long deep breaths if you're one of those 3 people. So we're going to be doing this backstroke motion, and we're doing it for 3 minutes. And we're going to kick off now. So we're going to go back straight like that. It'll look like this. Now you should notice that your diaphragm should be moving, not your chest. This is a really important way that we move the energy out, the negative energy out of the system. And then as you're going, you're also going to be bringing up anything that's been bothering you lately. So this might mean that you're bringing up the feelings that have been going around this week. This might be an argument you had with your partner. This might be stuff that's going on at work. Whatever it is, you're just going to kind of bring it up and use this energy and this breath to move it out of the system. Really bringing up anything that's bothering you, bringing it up and allowing it to leave the body, allowing it to leave. One more minute, barely go for it, moving the diaphragm, moving the breath. Now we need to take a deep inhale, interlacing the fingers and bringing them overhead, holding the breath. Now picture yourself with a bright white light all around you. Really positive, energizing white light. And exhale, keeping the hands up, and inhale again. Now expand that white light, make it bigger. How big can you get it? Exhale, and one last time, inhaling. Really expand it. What community can you get it over? Can you get it over the country you're in? How big can you get that light? And exhale. Releasing the hands. Really good job. It's a really good way to not only clear some negative energy out, but that switch at the end is also very helpful for getting you from feeling in a negative state to very quickly being able to switch from negative to positive. So it's so good for that. So what we're going to do now is, it's about a 15-minute Kriya, which is what we call a whole exercise set in Kundalini. And it's about changing your attitude. So we're still wanting to kind of work on this kind of clearing out phase so that we're making space for this energy that's coming through. So we're making space for our manifestations. So we're going to change your attitude to bring you to a different altitude, and that is obviously an upwards one. So what I want you to do is place your left hand on the heart, and with your right hand, you're going to be making a swooping motion like this. And Guru Jagat, when she did this one, she said it was like fuck it, I don't care kind of attitude that you're getting here. So you're really throwing stuff away that you no longer want. So just kind of like think of all those things you just brought up in that first exercise and now very consciously kind of throw them away. Your breath's going to kind of coordinate with the movement. So kind of allow it to come into coordination with the movement. Just make it a powerful breath as you're going. And we're here for 3 minutes, so kind of really kind of dig deep and almost imagine it like you're scooping out some of that subconscious gunk. Want to apply yourself and clear out any anger, any conflict, any dirt from the attitude, anything that's coming from the subconscious mind that's no longer serving you. Really very powerfully kind of chuck it over the shoulder. You don't want it and you're done with it and you don't care about it anymore. You don't want to care about it anymore. Let it go. When you kind of feel like, oh, I've kind of got rid of this recent stuff, maybe have a dig around and see if there's anything older staying around that you also want to get rid of. Shame, guilt, fear, resentment, they're all sitting deep often. So let it go. Keep digging around. What else can you let go? Okay, for this last minute, I want you to really apply yourself. This exercise is changing your inflow and bringing you energy. And it changes the concept at your root when you use force. So the harder you go now, the more miserable you become now bringing up those things, the happier you will be after. You're developing an attitude that gives you prosperity and success. And in alignment with today, this is very powerful. For the last 20 seconds now, just go really heavy. Maybe go a bit faster, maybe throwing harder, just get rid of it. And now inhale, raising the right hand straight up, stretch the spine and the hand is facing forward. Keep the arm up, but exhale. And now you're just doing long, deep breaths here with the arm up. We're here for 2 minutes, so I'm sure that many of you have done way more complicated and hard things than keeping your own hand up for 2 minutes, so just keep going. This is a healing breath. Breathe and heal. Inhaling deep, exhaling deep, extending that arm, and you're telling the universe, me, I am ready. Long, slow, deep breaths. Allow that healing to come in through the hand into the body from the universe, moving through every cell. Ten more seconds. Now inhaling and bring the right hand behind the neck under the hair, and the left hand is coming out parallel to the ground with the palm down, and you're going to bring a breath of fire. So there's that equal inhale and exhale through the nose, unless you're on your period the first 3 days of your cycle, or have heart conditions, in which case then you're going to take long, slow, deep breaths. Make sure your diaphragm is moving here as you're doing that breath of fire. You're creating a magnetic resonance with the earth. So let the earth clean the dead thoughts and behaviors from your consciousness. And if you're sensitive, maybe you can feel that connection between the earth and your hand. We're just here for 1 minute. Last 10 seconds. Hand everything over, the last little bits. Take an inhale here. Now bring both hands into prayer position at the chest. Exhale. And listen. This is a healing mantra. Allow it to come and attune you to the highest frequency. Now whisper the words. And if you don't know them, you make a sound that looks like them, but you're moving your mouth and you're making that whispering sound. hold out your hands. And no matter where we are in the world, I want us to hold hands through the quantum field. Keep whispering. You're creating a field and high frequency alignment to help yourself, to help each other and the collective. We're holding hands so we can create together. Maybe you can feel the energy of other people in the hands. Just hold on to that, amplify it. Keep whispering. Remember, we are not alone, no matter where we are in our world, where we are by physical distance, no matter what restrictions we have right now, we're not alone. Keep connecting. And even if you're watching this on a replay, we're crossing the quantum field, the energy is still there, we are still connected no matter when you're watching this. One more minute. Now inhale, keeping the hands where they are across time and space. Take in healing energy for yourself and for each other. Exhale. Inhale. Consciously fill your body with energy, with light. That fractaled energy is around and here for you to take. The energy from the portals is around. The energy from the universe. Exhale. Now just keep going. Inhaling, taking in that breath. Exhaling, giving breath, giving life. Now chanting from the navel. Ama. Dasa. Sa-se. So-hum. Louder, let the universe know you're here. Da-sa-sa-se. Open up. Allow the universe to come in, to enter, to expand. Elevate the prayer. So-hum. Keep reaching out to each other. Taking an inhale here, hold the breath, receive the resources, receive the support, receive the awakenings you need right now. Exhale, inhale again. Be willing and have the courage to receive everything that's available to you. Exhale, one last time, inhale. Stretch your heart open and exhale. You can relax the hands. Okay, so I'm now going to bring in some light language to support the exercises that we've just done, to support not only the cleansing, the clearing, remove any of that last residue of that energy, but also kind of bringing in light to your core for the density that we've removed. As we're doing this for the first time, I'm going to ask you to just lightly tap between the eyebrows. Just thinking to yourself, I allow, I allow, I allow. Allow the light and the energy and the frequency and the codes to come into the body, knowing that everything delivered today is for your highest and best good. And you can relax the hands. And you are welcome to sit in a comfortable position. We're only here for about 3 or 4 minutes for each part of the light language, but you can lie down if that feels good as well. Your main job now is to just be open to receive. Kikana karat ke moko tikini gara taka karat ke moko kikini na to kari kitika karat ke moko kikini. Mara ko tikana karat ke ma karat ke kari gana ra to ka khat ke kikini gana moko kirat kara kitika karat ko kitika gana. Mara ko tikite tikana karat ka tika moko kitiki na ra to kara ko moko kikina to tikana ira. Roko gina ra to ka moko tikara katika na hayad tara gana katika tikana mara ko gina karat ke tikini gana. Mokharataki yatakana hataka mohitaka harataki arataki takana mokataka hataka mokotuki negataki mui yatarataki toki natoki anatotiketara mokikana haratoki tarataka mokitikiniana. Yataka toko tikada mokotikana harataka mokitikina yataka mokitikana haratoki hitaka kana mokitakina. Mulukutikara ketoko ki yaratokita karina mokitara tiketoko nina mokitikara yetu yara torgitiki kana mokitikana yana mokotikida tikana mokitokina. Merkuira to kira ta krasta como kotikina morto que tikina mokko tikina moriko tikina mayira ta katikina katika mokko tikina hatika mokki kana ta kaya na to kita kana mokko tikira ta kira merkuira ta kana kiti mokko ta kana harata mokko tikina kina ira to ayana merkuira ta kaya na to tikina mokki to kana ira ta mokko tikini Perkaya na ta kira ta mokko tikina mokko tira mokki to ira to kana ya makato kata kana harta mukatikara kita kana mukatikina mereka ira takaya mukatikara kita mukatikina mereka tikina hamot takara taka mukatikina mu ira takara taka mu ira takana harta kama ko yana harta ka ira to mukito kikara ira mereka takata ketika mukatika harta taka mukito kira yana mukitara taki yana yana mukatikira yana mukatikira hayana ya takana mukatikana harta taka mukina takara kama mukatikira kana mukatikina ya Prakotera dani motikera nzedi ne motikera tikera motikera kada motikera kata kamo kata kitikera rama kiti ya ram koya Taking an inhale, thinking to yourself, I allow, I allow, I allow. Allow the light and the energy to move through the bodies, to reach every single cell, to expand and enlighten, to work its magic. And exhale. We're going to now, we kind of feel like we're in a place now where we've kind of cleared a lot of energy out. And now our job is to bring in, tune ourselves, align with the prosperity and the availability of abundance for us right now. So the way that this Lionsgate portal is set up for this to be kind of our clearest channel to come into us. And we're like, the veil is the thinnest today, and we're going to take advantage of that. So we're going to be doing 2 prosperity meditations from Kundalini. We'll do 1 and then some light language, 1 more than light language. So basically what we're going to do is we'll work together on clearing that space and calling in, and then we'll amplify it with the light language. If you did the questions, maybe you've had a chance to think about what you're manifesting, then really call to mind the detail that you brought in with those questions. If you didn't get to those, then just kind of call to mind anything you're really wanting to call in for yourself right now, and just know that this is the greatest opportunity for you to get it. We're going to be sitting in a comfortable position. You're going to have a straight spine with the chin slightly tucked, and your eyes are going to be focused at the end of the tip of the nose, and they're going to be 9/10 closed, which is always a really weird one to go with. So basically what I do normally is close them down and just open them a tiny fraction so that you can still sort of see a fuzziness at the end of your nose, but you're not really kind of focused there. You're going to have, we're going to be doing this, so I'll just move this a little bit. We're going to be doing this action where we're going to be bringing our hands together here and then under here with this prosperity mantra, which is HUD. The sound is HAR, it's written H-A-R, but the sound is HUD, H-U-D, HUD. And it kind of hits the back of the back of the mouth, the back of the tongue there as you're going there. We're going to be striking the hands together as we're doing it. And they're going to be, when your hands are up, you're going to want to make sure that your right thumb is lying under your left. And then when you come, you're hitting the mounds of the hands together here and then here in line with the music. And then you're chanting that HUD. And it's really from the navel. So you really want to feel that kind of pull of the navel, HUD, HUD. You should really feel the diaphragm moving here with this. And this, as you can see, when we're going, we're kind of like collecting this abundance when we're coming down here. So we'll just kind of be collecting that abundance as we're going down. I'm just going to get the music ready. And then we're going to go in. We're here for 3 minutes. So it's a nice, easy one, not too taxing, not too much arm movement. And we are good to go. HUD, 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 HUD. HUD, HUD, HUD. So bring the hands together. HUD. Calling in prosperity and great abundance. HUD. Chanting from the navel. HUD, 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 HUD. Align yourself to your abundance. clapping the hands, calling in and align yourself with that abundance. And exhale. You just feel the difference in the body from kind of making space and saying yes to what you rightfully deserve to have show up in your life. I'm going to continue now with light language. So just kind of mentally giving permission for the light language to go deeper this time to help with calling in the prosperity for you. Kiko maratiko na karatika makiko ni yarataka makarika na rataka haya maratika na karatika makika ni yara yana makartika na karatika tikika na manyana taratika na yana markatika na karatika makika yana pikina yana toka kina yana toka kina makika yana dagatika na muyana ayatakita na karatika makika na yarataka kina ratika na mukida tikina karatika mayana na barkatika na karatika makina yana takaratika na maratika na ratake barkatika na karatika makika na yarataka kina rataka na makarata kina katika makaratika na mokaratika na harina mokaratika na karakumai barako yana taratika na karatika mokika na maratuka na karatika mokaratika na karata harana mokina yarataka kumaina marakatika na haratika mokaratika na haratika mokaratika na mokitika na karata mokitika na yarataka na Murukutika na hayina tukarikitika na mokitika na haratuka mokokira takina moratika na haratuka mokitika na haratuka na mokikana murukutika na haratuka mokitika na haratuka na haya mokitika murukutika na haratuka mokikira kitika mokitika na harira takatika moki murukutika tokari na haratuka mokituka kina kina kadaki murukutika na haratuka mokitika na haratuka moki anakureka na mokitika na mokira takika haratuka mokitika na murukutika na haratuka mokikina ina taka mokitika na moraki Marakutika na karatika mokita na kora mokitika na kora mokitika na hotika na mokita takataka ya moraki na katakara karaka haratuwai maraki ya na karatika mokita na gitu tuka mokita karaka na mokita. You need to imagine yourself, you're sitting in a pink, kind of very light pink aura bubble, and it's just kind of vibrating. It's sort of vibrating around you. It's coming into the cells. Mereka yang kita kamu ketika harta kamu kikana mereka tu kena harta kamu kikana hayat seperti mau kekara nak kata kuya ini harta kamu kikana kata kamu mati tadi kena mau mereka tu kena kata kamu kitu kuda kitu kena ya harta kamu kikana harta kamu kata kikana harta kamu kuda ketika kamu ketika ini nak harta kata kikana mereka tu kena harta kamu kuda kena harta kamu kikana harta kamu ketika mereka kena harta kena harta kamu kikana harta kamu kena ya kaki tak hayana mereka kena teka tu kena harta katu ya nak kita. Take a deep inhale, hold the breath. Allow, allow, allow. And exhale. And the message with the pink bubble is that you can get in that at any point in time. Especially if it felt particularly resonated with that, then that is kind of sitting there now available for you to pop into anytime you kind of need to. It didn't feel like a top up. It felt more like that you've got when you want to share to help others. So we're going to do our last Kriya, our last exercise now. So you're going to have the fingertips and the thumbs touching, just in Gyam Mudra and just resting on your laps or knees, however you're sitting. And you're going to have your eyes closed and pressed down as if you're looking through your head at your chin. So basically looking through your head at your chin. And then we're going to be doing an inhale, a long inhale, a hold, and then an exhale. And when we're coming in with that inhale, you're going to mentally reciting, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, as you hold the breath. And then you'll exhale. And when you exhale, you'll mentally say, excel, excel, fearless. We're really calling in this true prosperity, attracting it right in. What I'll do is with the breath is I will remind you of those words for about 5 times, and then you'll just carry your own pace from there. Okay, we're ready. So inhaling, holding the breath. Mentally, you're saying, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Exhale, exhale, fearless. Inhale. Hold. I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful. Exhale. Hold out. Exhale, exhale, fearless. Again, inhale. I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful. Exhale. Exhale, exhale, fearless. I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful. Exhale, exhale, fearless. I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful. Exhale, exhale, fearless. Just keep going with that pattern at your own pace. Mentally chanting. One more minute. Inhale deeply. Allow those words, that mantra to take hold. And exhale. On the final part now, we're going to do one last round of light language to energize, to uplift, to motivate. And this is for you, it's for your words, your action, and for your energy to ripple forward. And just know that it is enough if you're just focused on your own energy right now. But if you have more to spare, please do what you can to influence those around you in positive action. Closing the eyes. Allow, allow, allow. Kiana kaya yanaya, boyana kaya maya, oya karanaya, yamoraya taya, yamaya naya, yakamaya raya, yamorataya, yamoraraya, yatakamaya, waya yanakaya, waya tikamaya, waya kaya moya, waya raya moya. Aya kaya maya, oya ya 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 ya, oya. Oya ya ya ya, oya ra ra ya ya na kaya maya. Oya kaya maya ya moya. Oya ratika maya ya ya makorataya ya makaratia ya morekinaya oya karaya maya ya nakitaya oya ya namoya raya ratakaya Oya yamata yara yamakoya, yanakaya tayara moya, riya moratika yana moya, rayara sika moratika naya, kiya yamoreya yana. Kayana, uyaratika moya, yanakayana, kira makoratika yana nayana. A deep, deep inhale, hold the breath. I allow, I allow, I allow. Give permission for the light to come into the body, to expand, to keep expanding for your highest good, to cleanse, to continue delivering light codes for your own spiritual growth, for the growth of the community. And exhale. and bringing the hands into prayer position. I'd just like you to join me, first of all, before we close out with Satnam, I'd just like you to join me in chanting 3 calls for Guru Jagat. In Kundalini Yoga, we chant a call to help the soul for the first 17 days after they pass, to help the soul leave the body. If you just join me in 3 calls, AKL, AKAL. Inhale. Akal. Thank you. Now going to close out with 3 long Satnam. Satnam is your calling in the truth, your truth vibration into the body. We'll do 3 long Satnams to kind of close everything out and to kind of seal the deal on what we've practiced today. Inhaling. Sat. Nam. Sat. Nam. Sat. Nam. Satnam. Thank you so much to everyone for showing up. So I use the crystals through the session when I'm receiving light language. I'm also often receiving messages. When it's on a group level, it tends to be a collective thing. So you're all here for a reason on this call, on this recording later. You're all you signed up at some point to get these messages. And that means that there's similarities between what's being channeled. So I always do my best. I place crystals. I'll send you a picture if anyone's interested at the end. I can send you a picture of where the crystals lay on the body. It helps me remember, but it's very interesting, the crystals that get kind of pulled in as well at this point. The first set of light language was, I've just kind of been trying to remember this whole thing because it was so powerful. First of all, there was the block at the throat. And then from the block at the throat was clearing that out and clearing out this kind of, and we know this is all those times where, whether it's this lifetime or past lifetimes where we've used our gifts and been told not to, or been told that they're not correct, or been persecuted for it, or whatever this is, it felt very, very ancestral, the clearing there. But then what was very interesting is this kind of pink energy came up around the eyes and the third eye. And then this lion's claw was coming in, so fitting for today. This lion's claw was coming in, and this is going to sound gruesome, but it pierced into the top layer of our eyes and kind of pulled away. And basically it was like almost like piercing away that kind of the thing we've been hiding behind, some of those things we haven't been able to see, some of those moments we've not been able to kind of recognize something that's showing for us in that point in time, either because we've blocked it from history or we're afraid of it or whatever it is. We have had that kind of pierced away now, and it was so powerful and so amazing to feel that come in and for that to be for all of us, including me. Then when we did the second light language, there was a fair amount, you may have been able to kind of hear in my tone, it was very light, very playful. I'm sorry, something keeps beeping, I can't turn it off. Something very playful that came in, and it was really delivering the energy was very, very joyful. A lot of joy for you guys all being here right now, for the familiarity amongst you. Some of you definitely know each other on a soul level. And so this kind of pink, again, it was this pink kind of light came into the body, came into the solar plexus and kind of strengthened. And that was when I kind of said, okay, get into that bubble. And very interesting, once you all kind of got into that bubble, I almost got no more messages. I was just kind of like just sitting here and receiving on your behalf and then helping you fill up your own bubbles. And so it's kind of the message with that bubble was that it is there for you to send it out. There's plenty for you and plenty for others. So it's kind of like God being able to kind of know that you're coming in, you're filling up your own energy, and then there's really very gentle, very nourishing, very nurturing pink energy that goes out from you. So if you look at when you look at the crystals on here, it's this pink one here, but then there's this phantom quartz, this very powerful energy going out, and knowing that you have an opportunity to share that energy out when you feel strong enough for it. If, of course, at any point in time you don't, you just work on your own reserves. The third light language I haven't heard in a while, which is nice to have that back. And that one often comes in when we kind of like we've cleaned enough out that there's room for great energy to come in. And it really is around filling you up with the energy to go do what you need to do. And so I'm going to assume that if that message is coming through, that you kind of know, you have some sense in there what that is that you're going to do. If you don't and you're struggling with that, please stay in the Healers Collab and post in there. I'm happy to jump on a call with anyone that's feeling a little bit lost about their spiritual gifts. I'm happy to jump on a free call, and we can do a group one every now and again to just kind of help you kind of express and find that within you, or to explore a greater level of it. But that is a right action energy. It's coming in for you to go out and to do something very powerful. And also, when we were doing the hands holding out, hopefully you felt what I felt, which was, I could really feel everybody's energy in there. But then I felt very great. I definitely shed a few tears in that one, because I felt good jacket. I felt her this week come through as almost like this fractal light that came into my body, which is, and it's been so amazing for that to come in, but it feels like it sits over me like a grid over my head. And in that, it kind of came in so strongly, that kind of fractal light right over the top of us. And it was kind of, again, uniting us. I feel it was like this kind of this ripple effect we're going to be having the more we're kind of showing up for each other. So I'll give you a minute. You can unmute if anyone wants to share what they felt, but I'd just like to thank you for showing up. I'm going to be doing free events for a while now. While this energy is like this, I think it's really important that if we have anything we can do, that we do it. So if anyone has a skill and you want to collaborate with me, I'm always open to that. I would just love to do that with some of you. If you feel like you have something you would like to kind of share, we'll work together on what that is. It's a full collaboration, and we'll just pick a time. And just like once a week, I'd like to be running something so that we are kind of coming together. And then I'm also going to be having if you are on the Gold Coast, which I know some of you are, I have the Healers Collab is for, the Healers Collab is for the whole world. And then I also started a local one, because for me, that was part of the reason why I came and moved to the Gold Coast, and specifically Burleigh Heads, was to build community here. And so again, I'm going to be doing more events on a local one, and I have a full moon axe throwing event coming up for the 22nd. Which is going to be kind of a purge with axe throwing, and then a ceremony afterwards. So if anyone would like to join that, you're more than welcome if you're local. And you can also just join for the second part if you like axe throwing. That's not for me. Let me tell you, it is for you. It's very good, very purging. And then there'll also be a manifestation workshop. That one will be a paid one that'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks, so just keep an eye out for that. But if you're not in the Healers Collab or the Healers Collab Gold Coast, that'll be where I'll be posting most of it. But if you're not, please reach out. If you're not on Facebook, please reach out to me so I can keep you somewhere. I'll just keep a list of where you are, so I can make sure I'm messaging you if you're only on Instagram, or if there's other ways you want me to communicate with you, because I don't care how we reach each other. I just care that we do reach each other. So thank you. And if anyone would like to share any of their experiences, then that would be great. And then also invite anyone who is interested in leaving feedback on either my business page or my personal page or my Healers Collab page. Let me know and I can share that. I just really want to kind of ignite us to ignite others right now. So thank you. And if anyone would like to share, I would love to, I would love to hear it. I'm just checking the notes now down the side. And also I have recorded this, so we're keeping this recording still going right now. So if anyone would like to redo it, you could go deeper with the light language each time, or you want to share it with someone to redo it, I'll get it up onto my YouTube later, and then just reach out for the link, and I will definitely get that. And I'm seeing some people here who want to collaborate Thank you ever so much. Please, let's just chat in however we're communicating right now. Is anyone feeling brave enough to share? Amanda, you've got your mute off. I think it's you.
Oh, it's me. Wow, so powerful. Holy house bells. And you won't believe how hard it is snowing. So during all that, it has started snowing. The grass has gone green to white.
Wow, that's so cool.
How cool is that?
That's really cool. I love that.
I don't even know where to start. I felt so much energy. That was so powerful.
Well, that's really cool.
I think
so with the energy, yeah, that's really cool. With the energy, it will keep kind of moving. It will keep going 24, 48 hours. When you go to bed tonight, you can actually ask for it to amplify and come through again. So feel free to do that when you go to sleep. Most people do sleep very well after a session, after a light language session with me. So enjoy that too, hopefully. I normally would take a crystal to bed. If you've had anything kind of feels that it's calling out to you today, then kind of go with that. This one is the first time it's actually come into, this is a Lemurian sea crystal. This is the first time it's come into actual, like kind of wanting to go on the grid, on the body that I use. And that was definitely wanted to come to bed with me last night as well. So kind of really interesting there. If anybody has anything else they would like to share, you're more than welcome. No pressure, of course. You're also welcome to reach out to me if anything weird happened. This can happen. People experience light language in different ways. That can mean feeling things, seeing codes, seeing shapes, seeing beings, whatever it is. Here if you need to chat it through or you want to talk about it. It would be great to hear your experiences. But yeah, anybody else?
I definitely feel people holding my hands, and the energy was on one side, so it was going that way.
Yeah, that's nice.
I don't know anything.
Yeah, well, it's very interesting. The last part that when I was doing that, I think it was a real spin. First it was a spin one way, then it was both ways, and just really allowing that to come through there. So yeah, it was really cool. There's definitely a lot of movement happening today, which is very nice to be able to share with you all.
Hi Zoe, this is Mona from Bombay, India.
Hi Mona.
And how are you? It was so nice. Thank you so much. Like I had been wanting to do something for this, and I just got connected. It's like 3 to 4 in the morning. It was just perfect. I felt the energy, the vibration, and I saw I had a few visions. Just felt so much nicer, lighter. Love the release, and I love the energy work that you did and the process. It just was so beautifully just one after the other. And I remember doing it with Guru Jagat as well. Thank you from my heart. And I loved it so much. And I'd love to collaborate with you as well.
Oh, I
will
love
definitely be with you. And when you send us the recording, I'll definitely see if I can ask my mom and others to view it and connect with you as well.
Yeah.
Lots of
oh, thank
blessings.
you. Thank you for sharing as well. And I'd love to collaborate. And I'm so excited your mom's going to do it too. I mean, I always encourage this is like, share. If you've got someone that's kind of like, maybe not spiritually awake, but spiritually curious, now is a good time to start kind of like nudging things their way a little bit. Maybe this is a bit too much, but we'll see where we go. I think it's whatever you're called to right now. I'll be posting the YouTube replay link in both Healers Collab group. And if anyone is not in those groups, then just reach out to me so that I know that you want it. So if you're Instagram or whatever, I'm just trying to keep track of everybody right now, but that's the best way I can think to do it right now. We'll get organized at some point and actually have a mailing list. It'll be good, but we'll get there. Does anyone else like to share before we go?
I do. Thank you, Zoe, and everyone. It was a great release for me. I lost my cousin to suicide the other day, so my energy levels have been like really, really depleted, and I've been going through a sense of like healing, but trying to awaken the gifts that I have. So it was a great release for me and a great energy activation for me today, and it was good, really good.
If you reach out to me separately from here, because I have, and actually anybody right now that would need this, I have a short grief recording that I recorded in February. It's to help kind of, I always say it's not about it's not trying to remove the grief, it's just giving it space in the body to have its presence. And when I recorded, I was thinking, should I record a new one? And I was like, when I recorded it, this butcher bird, this big bird came in and sat with me the whole time. And so I just kind of go, okay, well, that is it's, you know, that is the sacred geometry of that release. So I can send that to you, so you can just like kind of moments where you would really like some space to process your grief, then that you can play that into a light breath as the light language is going. So just reach out. I'm really sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Anka, you want to say anything? You've got your mute off, I think.
Yeah, I was just waiting in line, so thank you. It was just exactly what I needed. I missed you a lot, and I was really looking forward to see you and feel your gifts again. And I felt an enormous love, enormous joy when you started crying in the middle of. I felt that actually, and I opened my eyes and I saw you. So yeah, that really went very deep. I'm a Leo, so I'm really, celebrating this day. Thank you so much. It's 2:15 a.m. here, but I'm like, I cannot go to sleep. I mean, I'm really energized, and you're a blessing, and thank you.
I missed you too. So I did a series of chakra cleanses week by week, and Anka did them all. So we were elevating at different levels together, but it was really cool. So it's been a while, right? So it's been nice to see you again. Thank you for staying up till 1 a.m. to do it as well, and still staying up.
Yeah, and I just want to share with the group that I've been having the healing the chakras with you, the chakra energizing sessions with you, and I have been exercising all the Kundalini exercises for all the chakras, and that really transformed everything for me for the last 2 months. So yeah, Kundalini yoga really works.
It really does. It's pretty transformative. Okay, anybody else before we get out? Tara, hi.
Hi, thanks Zoe. Just want to say that I appreciate you for this. I got quite emotional when we were throwing all the baggage away. I could see that you were crying too. It kind of really upset me, getting rid of old like shame, embarrassment, guilt and fear. That was quite good, releasing all of that. Things I was seeing when I had my eyes closed, I could see like an outline of myself with like colors coming down from my head and surrounding my body. But then as soon as we held hands, it all turned into like a swirling motion. It was really different to see as soon as I changed my body position and focused my energy elsewhere, that everything kind of shifted.
I think that's why we're kind of called together right now, is partly that it's just a reminder that we have an ability to create our own energy portal, and then we have an ability to send that out when we want to. That's like kind of that consciousness of going, okay, I'm putting myself out there, I'm opening my hands out for other people to receive this. That, I mean, I feel like for me, this is my biggest calling right now, is to just be like, sod everything else, sod trying to, all the other things you want to do is like, how can we be sharing this and making sure that my own energy reserves are really strong enough to be able to do that. And then allowing myself on those days when they're not, I've been grieving this week, so there's not been every moment of every day where I feel like I'm capable of that, and recognizing and accepting that as well is really important. So the way that comes through for you is reminding yourself in your own energy first, and then, do I have some spare, and who could I give it to? It feels like there's some consciousness there for you around who you can share that with.
Thank you so much for today. I appreciate you.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. It's been amazing. And Belle down there, are you going to say something? Got Belle?
Yeah. Hi. I just wanted to say thank you. It was amazing. I had my picture on mute because I ugly cried with releasing some of that stuff, and it was powerful. Yeah, loved it. Even with the holding of the hands, I could feel my hands tingling, and just so much, because I had cleared stuff, I just felt so much love just pouring like out, like it was just around. It was really powerful. So thank you for holding space for us all.
I'm really glad that you could come and you could make it even with all your family there. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right, if there's anybody, any last chance. All right.
I will, Zoe.
Okay, thank you, Misha.
I actually found your post on the Gold Coast Business group, and I'm so glad that you shared it. I can speak light code and I channel light codes as well.
Cool.
And I just want that is when we, luckily I had my note paper here. When you did the third one, like the last one that you went through, I had this overwhelming that I needed to like write the codes.
Yeah.
So I'll share it in the group. But I wrote down, I don't know if you can see that very well. And same thing, which is why I wanted to share, because I wrote, it just kept going, I'm a guiding light, I'm a guiding light. But I saw like everyone sitting in circle and the light go like start round and again go around in circle. And then it just kept circling and circling and circling. And I'm getting shivers now.
Yeah.
But it just kept going over as I was writing, I'm a guiding light. But it was like, we all are that guiding light. And that is the light circling in between us.
Yeah.
And it like amplify that and shift that outwards. So I just wanted to share that because everyone kept saying they kept seeing the light circling. So I'll take a photo of it and I'll share it in the group as well if anyone wants to see it.
Yeah.
And I'd love to collect as well.
Yes, that'd be so cool. It's really interesting because in that third one, I actually, it's very hard for me because I don't get visions or anything, but I get a knowing, and I was like, I had this knowing that I was going to get light codes. So I have this picture up here. Oh, it's just like a shitty one, right? And I always, since I had it, was supposed to have light codes on it, and I just haven't gotten the right codes. And I know they come from my transmission, but I can't write them at the moment. And so I feel like when you said that, I'm like, oh, here it is. Here are the light codes translated for me. So thank you so much. That really,
it was because it was like because my daughter was also laying on top of me, so but I'm trying to concentrate, and then it was just like I have to write this, and I tried to stay my eyes closed, her wiggling around, but it just came through. So that's very interesting and great to hear as well that you could feel that came through. So
really cool. And I mean, I should have probably said this when more people on the call, but if you're Gold Coast local, I'm always down for a walk around Burleigh Hills, always down for a coffee. Like, I mean, I'd love to meet up. I just moved here about 5 months ago, so I'm always down to meet new people, but especially spiritually minded people where, not censoring ourselves at all. We're not kind of I mean, I'm not doing that anyway, to be honest, anymore, but, like, well, we're just kind of being really open with each other and just kind of exploring what are we doing in these times, and what are we doing enough, and are we doing, we are always doing enough, of course, but are we kind of coming together enough to really celebrate our magic? So I'm really excited. Well, I think that's everybody maybe that wanted to speak, but thank you so much. It really means a lot to have everyone come here and to have kind of responded to the call. It really, really means a lot to me, and it's been a boost this week for me as well. So please keep an eye out. If you connect with me, however, I love chatting about all this stuff. If you've got weird stuff coming up in your dreams as well, that's always a good one. I love dream stuff. Please let me know, but I just really appreciate everyone showing up today. So thank you, Satnam.
Satnam, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm just trying to photograph this screen. You okay, Michelle? How are you?
Doing good. Like everyone else, we're all losing loved ones.
Oh, you lost someone?
So yeah, our best friend passed away. So that was very tragic. So my husband's coming out for a quick visit, but it's for a funeral.
Where are you right now?
Processing all of
You're
that.
in Canada.
I'm in Canada right now. Yeah.
You've gone back because I don't think I've seen any of your posts for a while, so I didn't know you'd gone back. But that's
Well,
why
I haven't posted.
Yeah. How's it being back?
My daughter had twins, so I'm here helping her with her babies.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I bet that was a good decision though to go back. Just taking.
It's exhausting.
Like being back.
You forget how much work babies are.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm just make sure. Let's come back to that. Yeah, well, that's good. Well, that's why I was like 6 p.m. and I was like, I'm confused, and I was like, oh, only now when I'm speaking to you now, my kind of brains ticked in. I was like, oh, she's not over in the Middle East anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
No.
Well, a bit more
Well,
free.
I am, but we're just here for now. Sorry.
Well, how long are you there for?
About 5 months.
Yeah, that's nice. So right now you
Yeah,
can
a couple of months left and then
enjoy some nature.
go back home.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I think you can enjoy some nature.
Sorry, we keep stepping on each other.
Well, I will.
Thank you so much, my Belle.
Yeah, thank you. Talk soon.
That was so beautiful
Thank
and
you.
so much. Well, I'll send you a private message.